Our story begins over 4,000 years ago in the golden sands of Egypt. Cleopatra herself was said to bathe in milk and honey, believing it preserved her legendary beauty. Ancient oils and ointments infused with frankincense and myrrh were the precursors to the skincare we know today.
When we talk about skincare in ancient Egypt, we're not talking about vanity in the modern sense. We're talking about order, health, and the relationship between the human body and the divine. For Egyptians, the body was a living vessel. Caring for it was a way of honoring the gods and maintaining Ma'at, the balance that kept the world functioning. Clean skin meant more than hygiene. It signaled purity, discipline, and respect for oneself and for the spiritual forces believed to move through daily life. Oils and unguents were central to this practice. Men and women alike applied blends made from moringa, castor oil, sesame, and animal fats, often infused with aromatic resins. These protected the skin from the harsh sun and dry winds, but they also carried symbolic weight. Scent was sacred. Fragrance was thought to please the gods and repel chaos, illness, and decay. To smell good was to exist in harmony with the divine.
Daily cleansing rituals were common, especially among priests, who bathed multiple times a day and removed all body hair as a sign of spiritual cleanliness. But these practices extended beyond temples. Ordinary Egyptians used natron and oils to cleanse and protect their skin, particularly before prayer, festivals, and social gatherings. Skincare marked transitions between work and rest, between the ordinary and the sacred.
Even in death, skincare mattered. The preservation of the body through mummification was the ultimate expression of this belief. Oils, resins, and balms were applied with care so the skin and the soul could endure in the afterlife. A well-preserved body ensured recognition by the gods and continuity beyond death. In ancient Egypt, skincare was not an indulgence. It was a daily ritual of respect for the body, a spiritual discipline, and a declaration that caring for oneself was inseparable from honoring the universe itself.
The Greeks and Romans advanced skincare with olive oils, baths, and herbal balms. Beauty was synonymous with health, and rituals became part of daily hygiene and status. These practices were not indulgences, but systems of preservation, designed to protect the skin from climate, labor, and time itself.
If I step into the role of a historical dermatologist, trained to read ancient texts the way we now read clinical trials, the influence of Greek and Roman medicine on modern dermatology becomes unmistakable. These cultures didn't just experiment with skincare. They created the conceptual backbone of how we still understand skin aging, protection, and maintenance. The Greeks were the first to frame skin as a functional organ rather than a cosmetic surface. Hippocratic medicine treated the skin as a visible expression of internal balance. Dryness, inflammation, or premature wrinkling were not viewed as isolated defects, but as signs that the body's equilibrium had shifted. From that perspective, topical treatments mattered only if they supported the skin's natural role as a protective boundary.
Olive oil fit this framework perfectly. Greek physicians described it as softening, preserving elasticity, and preventing cracking of the skin. While they lacked biochemical language, they clearly understood outcomes. Skin treated regularly with olive oil aged more slowly, remained more resilient, and healed better after injury. This was early preventive dermatology, focused on preservation rather than reversal.